Well, on the evidence that's been provided to both Nick Xenophon and myself in the Senate, there are a couple of fairly significant milestones in terms of documentation and indeed a fairly significant equipment selection milestone that hasn't been met. And that tells me that the program, even though we're only 18 months into it, is starting to run late. One of the milestones that hasn't been met is the Australian Industry Capability Plan. Because that hasn't been met, that means that Naval Group cannot be engaging Australian industry, which is an important and very critical element of this program. They also haven't determined what the steel plan is, which means that the Australian companies that might contribute to that part of the problem are behind. Given that the project is running across 3 to 4 decades and is a $50 billion program, these sorts of delays, they cascade through. It could be a $1 to $2 billion blowout on the evidence that we have at the moment. $2 billion is a conservative estimate. This is a $50 billion program, and so just a small percentage increase in price is a massive cost to the taxpayer. On one hand, we have the government seeking to make smart savings across welfare, education and health and other critical programs in the Senate. And through their fingers in the other hand is $1 to $2 billion slipping away and they're not even noticing it. My hope is that they're seeking to remediate the delays. However, I have some concerns about some of the experience levels inside that program. Look, Rear Admiral Samet is a highly respected and highly capable naval officer. However, he's never run a major project. He's never run a minor project. His boss, Steve Johnson, at estimates was unable to tell me whether or not all the milestones had been met. That's a project that he's responsible for. I'm concerned that he doesn't know, and perhaps the Minister therefore doesn't know. I have no issue with Naval Group being the selected submarine provider. They are a highly capable submarine design and build company. However, the program that they've been asked to execute, the program that's been selected by the Prime Minister, is a highly risky program. It's a new design of submarine. Back in December 2016, Nick Xenophon suggested to Christopher Pyne that we engage a number of expert project managers from outside of defence to have oversight of this program. That suggestion was flatly rejected by the Minister. We definitely need to reconsider that now. There are a number of highly qualified, highly experienced project managers in the mining industry, in the chemicals industry, in the IT industry that can be brought in to offer assistance for this extremely important program. Look, I think people are encouraged that we are getting on and building a future submarine. Certainly in industry, people are excited about the opportunities that will create right across Australia, but particularly here in South Australia. However, I have spoken to people who are concerned that the project is starting to go a little bit off the rails.